What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be doing my SpiderWire everyday fishing bag review along with my rods and reels, and we're just going to be doing a review on my fishing setup. So we're going to start with my rods. This is my 6'2" medium heavy action bait casting rod and reel. It's the Fluger rod. It's a magnetic stop system, so it stops easier. There's less chance of backlash, and you can set it depending on the weight. That way there's less chance of a backlash. It's on the 6'2" medium heavy Shakespeare ugly stick bait casting rod. It's a very sturdy, nice feeling rod in the hands. This reel, the Fluger reel, is a 12+1 ball bearing reel, so it's very smooth. I think you get about 4 feet coming in per full rotation. It's a nice drag system. So that's my first bait casting rod. My spinning rod is I don't really know this. There's actually a funny story to this. I was catfishing, and I caught a catfish, and someone must have lost this rod in the water, so the catfish got spun up in it. So I caught a catfish and a rod that day, so it was kind of a good deal. So, this is a quantum rod with a Samurai cheap little $15 reel. I use this as my flipping rod because it's a 6 foot light action rod. So I have, as you can see, I have a weedless hook with a Senko on it. So if you go back in my channel, you can see me using this. This is where I caught the bass on with the Senko. Nice little rod. And then this is my Shakespeare 6'6" heavy, medium heavy action reel or rod with I don't remember the name of this. Oh wait, it's a Shakespeare reel too. This one is a 13+1 ball bearing, I believe, so very smooth spinning reel. I use this more for like heavier fishing, like catfish, walleye fishing. So we go on charters, bring this walleye fishing with me. This is an older rod but new reel, so it's very nice setup. I love this thing. It's the bread and butter, you know what I mean? So those are my go-to rods. Next up, we'll do my bag. So, we'll start with this top pocket of the bag, and we'll work our way down, alright? So, this is the SpiderWire backpack. It can hold up to 8 rods, 4 on each side, so it's very good for backpack fishing. So, if you're going to the woods or whatever, you fit 8 rods on the side. I don't have a license yet, so I ride my bike to go fishing, so I love this thing. Very easy. It's probably about 20 pounds right now, just with the stuff I have in it, but you know, once you get used to it, you don't really feel it. Very easy to travel with if you're on a bike or if you're just hiking. You probably use this as a hunting bag if you want. So we'll start off with my fillet knife. One of 2 knives I have in here. So this is my fillet knife. It's a very nice knife. I use it for when we got the walleye, when we skin walleye and stuff like that. I'll use it if we're using bluegills, to cut the bluegill in half. So I'll use it for chop bait. Very nice sheath, real leather sheath, and stainless steel blade with wood handle. So it's not like the cheaper knives where if you get the fish slime on it or whatever, it's all slick. This is real wood. It has a real nice feeling in your hand, and if you get some slime on your hand, it's not going to slip and you won't catch yourself. So I have that. In here, I have walkie-talkies. So when I'm in my boat, like the one I had, like the last video I showed you, link to that in the description. If you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend it. Walkie-talkies, so when I'm on my boat, I can talk to my dad, so he knows what I'm doing and where I'm gonna go on my boat and stuff like that, just so we can keep in touch. Because I don't like taking my phone out underwater with me. I do, but I don't like it. Next up, we have carp bait for when we go carp fishing. After that, I have a towel for catfish. And then down here, I have my scale I got for my birthday last year. It's a nice scale. It's not an electronic scale, but it's just fine. It goes up to 15 pounds. And so the way it works is you have to bring it all the way up, and when you put the fish on, it goes down, and this stays here, so I'll mark the weight. So I put on 4.5 pounds of pressure on that. So that's first pocket. Pocket underneath that is kind of my messy pocket. First, I have my pocket knife in here, one of like a lot. This is a good camping knife because it's got a flint on here. So if you want to start a fire, you can easily light the flint with the knife. And then after the flint, you have a flashlight. The batteries might be dead. So if you're catfishing, for example, at night, and you need to light, or you need to cut hot dogs or something like we do at Hidden Lake, it's a flashlight on the blade so you can see what you're cutting. And on the knife, after the flashlight, you have a corkscrew opener, or you have a cork opener, you have a seatbelt cutter, and then you have a window breaker. So if you're stuck in a car accident or whatever, you can't get out, you cut your seatbelt, break your window, whatever you need to get out. So it'd be a great dashboard knife too. I put one in my mom's car just so she's ready, God forbid she get in another accident. After that, I have my Senkos and just my soft plastics for the summertime fishing, you know, when there's a lot of weeds in the water. After that, I have my string and rope. This is paracord, carabiners on it, because you never know when you're going to need rope. There's a lot of situations I've been in where I need rope and I just don't have it, so I start carrying rope with me in the bag. After that, I have my weights, and I have gloves in here for fishing, for when it's like windy out and stuff. And then after that, I got bobbers and stuff like that. Alright, so that's my second one, my second main pocket. And the pocket under that is just my first aid. So I have Band-Aids, alcohol swabs in there. So if I cut myself on accident, if I get stung by a catfish. And right here, sunglass holders. I don't have any sunglasses in here, but whenever I go fishing, I always put some in there. Right here, this is the fun part of it. First up, I think this is my spinners, jigs, and swivels. So, as you can see, this bag holds these containers. It comes with these, but the top two I bought separate. And so, in here I have my jigs, spinners, and swivels. Alright, so that's first. Under this, I have my top water, so my ploppers, my frogs. Yeah, so I got that, anything on top water. And under here, shallow crankbaits. I need more of these. Shallow crankbaits. I have to get more out of my tackle box for in here. And after that, my favorite thing for bass fishing, my spinners and my rooster tips. I love my rooster tails and Chloe's. Alright, that's my pride and joy right there. That's why I catch the majority of my bass on. Especially, so early to mid-spring, you'll catch a lot of your largemouth bass on bright colored lures like this. It's an orange and green. And I think mainly to do with it is because since during the winter, especially here in Northeast Ohio, when it's so cold, they have to be down very deep in deep waters. So I think early spring, when they come back up more shallow, their eyes just aren't adjust, so those bright colors stick out more to them. At least that's why I think. With personal experience, they just don't bite the black and darker colored ones in the spring. They would just bite the bright colored ones. And then under here, we should have deep diving crankbaits. So ones you'd use off Fairport Harbor or just piers and stuff like that. For walleye, stuff like that, just deep crankbaits. So that's this pocket. And then you come over to this side pockets. So these are what the rods go in. And you just buckle them up. You just buckle up the rods in the side pockets. And they stay tight, they don't bump into you while you're walking. Alright, and in these side pockets, I have some of the Gulp Master trout bait on the side. And I had some catfish and carp bait in there as well. And then over here, the bag comes with, it doesn't come with the pliers. I bought these pliers myself. But it does come with the sheath for the pliers. I like the sheath because it fits right on the side of the bag. I also like it because it fits on it's a belt clip. So even if you don't have a belt, you can just clip it on your pocket or whatever. Or your spring, like I don't really wear like khakis or jeans when I'm fishing very much because I'm always fishing in the summer, so I'm always wearing that light pants, like bathing suit kind of pants. So it's just easy to clip on. So in this pocket, I have, I forget what they're called, the things, but the things you put in the fish so that they don't swim away after you catch them if you're going to eat them. And the lines and stuff like that, which I use when I'm crappie fishing and walleye fishing. So that's my setup for this, and so that's my main fishing setup, my to-go. This bag's pretty nice. It's an all-leather bag. So the reason I think it's so good for biking or just walking on paths, because if you see it's got these clips right here. So with a normal backpack, if it's heavy in the back, you're always leaning back like this, and there's always a lot of strain on your lower back. When you have a bag like this with straps, keeps it closer to your back, spreads the weight out more. So when you're riding on your bike, the weight's distributed through most of your body. It's not just pulling your back and aching your lower back with that 18 to 20 pounds while you're riding your bike all day and going from spot to spot. So I love this bag. I've had it for maybe 3 or 4 years now. I love it. You can buy it at your local Dick's for, I think about $80, $60 to $80, something around there. Or you can buy smaller ones. It's like that big. Just throw it over your shoulder for anything basically. So that has been my review, and remember to see my last video for another big part of my fishing stuff, the Intex Seahawk 2 boat. Love that thing. So I'll leave a link. I'll catch you guys next time on the next adventure next weekend. Peace out. from Ryan's Outdoor Adventures.